Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is the evening news for Thursday, the 25th of June. I'm Tony Julien sitting in with you this evening. Coming up in the news, Foreign Affairs Minister says no apologies for embracing the motherland. Prime Minister calling for local government in Carriacou to empower young leaders. UNESCO warns Caribbean coral reefs are at risk of collapse. And Calypso tents ready for the season launch ahead of the Melody Papetet semi-finals. In the region, more than 160 people dead and almost 1,000 injured. This after two strong earthquakes hit Venezuela. Further afield, a dangerous heat wave is spreading across Europe, with new warnings issued in Germany and the Czech Republic. And in sport, the West Indies restrict Sri Lanka to 308. This despite century fight back by De Silva on day one of the first test. We'll have details to these and other stories coming up for you right after the break. Stay with us.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening again, and Tony Julien back with you with the details. We begin with workers at the Grenada Airports Authority, GAA, who downed tools earlier today to draw attention to what their union describes as serious health and safety concerns in the workplace. We get more in a report from Chrislina John.
Employees represented by the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, GTAU, withdrew their labor as concerns continue to mount over workplace conditions at the Grenada Airports Authority. Speaking to members of the media, President of GTAU, Andrew Lewis, said the union recently received correspondence from a Trinidad-based company contracted by the GAA to conduct investigations into safety issues at the workplace. Lewis said the company was dissatisfied with the findings as outlined in the report, and subsequently GTAU requested an urgent meeting with management.
Having had that report and that concern raised with us by that company, we then on the 22nd of May wrote to the Airports Authority, pointing out that we have had that report from that company that was hired by them, raising certain serious concerns that can impact our workers and the general public, because people use the airport, and therefore we request an urgent meeting. It's the 25th of June, and we have not had an official communication from the company, from the Airport Authority.
Among the major concerns raised by workers is what the union says is a mold infestation within sections of the workplace, an issue Lewis claims has affected a number of employees. He noted that under occupational health and safety provisions, workers have the right to remove themselves from any work environment they believe poses a threat to their health, well-being, and safety. Lewis stressed that the union's actions are aimed at ensuring that workers' concerns are taken seriously and addressed in a timely manner. The GTAU president also emphasized that the union will not tolerate any form of intimidation or bullying against workers who raise legitimate concerns about workplace conditions.
The workers are out. We are about to go to an engagement with the company. And many times it appears that it is only when we take these actions that companies take matters seriously. What I will do, I will seek the engagement with the company. I'll seek the engagement with the company, understanding everything that is happening. Certainly there are questions about mold. Right? It is a known fact that some workers had to be sent home months ago, including management personnel, because this is not, some managers have even threatened some of the workers. Let me make that point. And we will not take that lightly.
According to Lewis, discussions with management were expected to take place today as both sides seek an amicable resolution to the matter.
We're going to meet with the company, so let's see what happens. We want the work on the airport to continue. We're in a very crucial period. Yes, and therefore it is important for us to ensure that everything is done. One, to protect the worker first and foremost, and secondly, to ensure that business is allowed to continue. So we appreciation that what we want is to ensure that our members and the general public have a safe environment to work in. That is what today is about.
Christina John, GBN News.
Also on the local scene this evening, we find that despite legislation dating back to 1995, that Grenada has not taken action to institute local government for Carrier Coup and Petit Martinique. While the current progress on applying the Carrier Coup and Petit Martinique County Council Act is unclear, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says that there are numerous benefits. He says he hopes to see improved policy making and early exposure to governance as a result of its eventual introduction. We get a report on this from Deidre Seeley.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is hopeful that the introduction of local government could improve policy making while preparing young leaders for a future in public life. The Prime Minister's comments were made during the latest episode of DMs with PM in response to a question about the rollout of local government in Carriacou and Petit Martinique and potentially on the mainland. The Carriacou and Petit Martinique County Council Act 1995 constitutes Carriacou and Petit Martinique as a county and provides for the establishment of a council as an organ of its local government as of April 5, 1995. Despite the existence of the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs and Local Government, the council was never established. Mitchell said the introduction of local government could provide a pathway toward national leadership. Coming from a career in the private sector, he said most members of government have little to no background in public policy.
What we are facing is a situation where if people do not understand the consequences of public policy, or what is public policy, and how you use state resources to impact the vast majority of the citizens, you end up in a situation where everyone is learning on the job in real time, all the time, and some of the mistakes could be enormous and consequential for the country. But by having local government, it actually gives an opportunity at a very early stage for persons to have exposure to public policy making.
The legislation calls for a council chairperson, along with elected and co-opted councillors from both Carriacou and Petit Martinique for 4-year terms. While the Prime Minister noted that the National Youth Parliament provides exposure to advocacy, he said local government could introduce future leaders to policy development, public consultation, and resource allocation.
Implementation of actual policies, understanding budget and resource allocation and management and managing people's expectations, consultation, developing the policy, implementing it is a completely different kettle of fish, and it's a challenge that the Caribbean faces and developing countries face in general.
Under the legislation, the Council is authorized to make decisions on matters such as road maintenance, agricultural services, public health and sanitation, and social services. In Grenada's current political system, constituency representatives must balance their constituents' concerns with their ministerial portfolios. The Prime Minister said this can lead to conflict between shorter-term fixes and long-term planning.
Because you are reacting to so many fires day to day, it reduces the ability of those in office to think and plan long term. And when countries don't think and plan long term, or you don't have plans actually, because you're spending so much time just responding to things, you cannot build the systems and the processes that will improve the country.
While Mitchell said the cabinet has not decided on the matter of local government, he hopes to see progress within the next 12 to 18 months. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andal took a strong stand in Parliament this week against critics questioning Grenada's growing ties with Africa.
When you hear people who look like us trying to beat down on Africa, repeating the old stereotypes, casting Africa and Africans in a negative light, Mr. Speaker, we ought to be concerned. Because if the adults are doing it, the younger ones who will be under the influence may likely catch that foolish disease. So we wish to set the air clear. Grenada is actively pursuing relationship with countries all over the world, and in particular with Africa.
And in addressing recent rumors, Minister Andal said that there are no apologies for reaching out to the motherland, clarifying that while Grenada is actively seeking a visa waiver agreement with Nigeria, that no agreement has been signed yet.
Members of this Honorable House, we wish to assure Grenada that whatever we do as a government is in the best interest of Grenada. We are not going to expose Grenada to any element that will do harm to us. Because even if you have a visa waiver agreement with another country, you still have control over your borders. You have our Immigration and Customs Department. We have other entities responsible for screening people.
Minister Andal also condemned what he described as foolish stereotypes and accused some of spreading false information.
Mr. Speaker, to inform those who are trying to score cheap political points, let them know that they are wasting their time, that they'd be better served to learn about Africa, to learn about their history. And I don't know if this one is troubling or comical, but it have people with dreadlocks chanting on Africa, talking nonsense about Ubia and voodoo and all them kind of things like that. So we have, Mr. Speaker, to learn our history and to respect our roots.
The minister called on Grenadians to reject stereotypes and take pride in the country's strengthening international relationships. Now to the Caribbean, which could soon see the creation of its own export-import bank as Afreximbank pushes its CARICOM Exim Bank proposal through regional review. According to the acting chief operating officer of Afreximbank's Caribbean office, the proposal has already been presented to the Council of Foreign Ministers and is being assessed by the region's leadership. The official said that, and I quote here, "The study has been done, it's been presented, it's now being reviewed, and once there is affirmation as to the need for that Exim Bank, then we will go into implementation." He continued that the proposed institution is designed to support trade and development at a time when Caribbean countries struggle to access affordable long-term capital. Afreximbank has expanded its investment envelope for the Caribbean to $5 billion, and that's up from $1.5 billion. It's approved nearly $700 million in credit facilities also since opening its Barbados office back in 2023. It's the evening edition of News Thursday, and still ahead in the network news, DPP refers Franklin and Frederick cases to coroner, citing transparency and due process. And Calypso tents are ready for season launch ahead of the Melody Papetet semi-finals. Details to those and other stories still ahead. Do stay with us for more right after the break.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch. Apply today and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
Together we grow. Together we share. Stronger connections built with care. In our homes and in our neighborhoods, side by side a change for good. Sharing skills and lending hands. Better dreams that firmly stand. Together we grow. Together we share. Stronger connections built with care.
Partnership fuels progress. We nurture education, sport, and innovation in science and technology. Together, we create a lasting impact, bringing community visions to life.
With every effort, we light the way. Building on our heritage, we grow each day.
Grenlec Community Partnership Initiative.
You and Grenlec, power and dreams, shaping life.
The Ministry of Agriculture White Potato Production Initiative is an OECS sub-regional project aimed at reducing Grenada's reliance on imported white potatoes, which in 2025 had an imported value of over 4.5 million EC dollars. The White Potato Production Initiative is part of the Ministry of Agriculture's food security drive and is being undertaken with the simultaneous cultivation of other crops such as sweet potatoes, pineapples, coconuts, carrots, and other vegetables. Other OECS countries like Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are already at an advanced stage in white potato production, with Dominica completely cutting the import of white potatoes during the first quarter of 2026. Grenada is now preparing to advance production for better output in 2027. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, ensuring food and nutrition security for all.
Life isn't one size fits all. Take me, for example. I like my suits well fitted. Getting a loan should feel like buying a suit. That's why financing at Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is made to fit everyone. Introducing the Made to Fit loan, financing tailored to your needs. Get 100% financing to buy or build your home, purchase land, or get that brand new car. Plus, get up to $50,000 unsecured. And to make sure your loan fits, Co-op Bank is trimming your loan fees by 50% and covering 30% of your legal fees.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't adjust your life to fit a loan. Get a loan that fits your life. Visit us online or stop by any retail banking unit today. Terms and conditions apply.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? At MyFi, we say let's go. MyFi provides micro and small loans tailored for entrepreneurs just like you. Whether you need new equipment or extra stock, our terms are fast, easy, and built for your success. As a responsible lender, we will ensure that our services are affordable and at the same time promote growth and sustainability. Visit us at the corner of Halifax and Cross Streets or call 435-1122 or 435-1123 or 24. MyFi, empowering your business, enhancing your freedom.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Football fans and instant cash lovers, it's time to score big with Instacash Golden Goal. For just $5, you could kick your way to a top prize of $10,000. Match any of your numbers to the winning numbers and win the prize shown instantly. With a winning match, check the VAR screen bonus and add that prize to your total winnings. And that's not all. There's a thrilling corner kick triple below, played separately. Match 3 like amounts and win that amount. Or match 2 like amounts plus the soccer ball symbol and triple your winnings. Whether it's the $500 or the big $10,000 goals, grab your golden goal Instacash ticket today and start scoring cash. Must be 18 or older to play.
Inviting all who missed the performances of Lucy's Straw Hat, as well as all who are visiting for the Diaspora Homecoming. Come out and enjoy the final staging of this spectacular piece of Grenadian theatre on Friday, 26th June, 7 p.m. at the Gateway Conference Hall at Point Salines.
I'm tired of cuckoo and flying fish.
Well, I'm going to take the flying fish wings and stick it in the cuckoo and call it flying cuckoo and fish.
Lucy's Straw Hat, a moving drama written and directed by Christy Riggs and inspired by the mysterious disappearance of the Island Queen schooner.
She must be a doctor someday. Does she want it badly? She wants it badly.
You're developing a criminal mind. Richmond Hill making sign for you?
Lucy's Straw Hat. Admission $75. Tickets available at GoToFet or at the door.
We Island Queen God, the mystery of the island.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
And as evening news continues for Thursday, we turn to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Howard Pinnock, who has referred the cases of Neilon Franklin and Andrew Frederick to the coroner for the parish of St. George. We get more from Christina John.
The Director of Public Prosecution, Howard Pinnock, has referred the cases of Neilon Franklin and Andrew Frederick to the coroner for the parish of St. George, citing the need for transparency and due process amid public scrutiny. Speaking at a special media briefing, Pinnock explained that, as DPP, it was his recommendation that both matters be sent to the coroner in accordance with the Coroner's Act, ensuring an impartial and independent review.
Under the Coroner's Act. Therefore, it means that both matters are sub judice. And this Latin expression, what it means is, in Latin, is, as translated in English, the matters are under a judge. Under the Coroner's Act, the Chief Magistrate is a coroner for the parish of St. George. And the coroner will, at some point, select a jury of 5 Grenadians. All the witnesses will be called, and after legal direction from the coroner, they will be asked to deliver a verdict. The duty of the coroner under Section 9 of the Act is to, quote, inquire into the cause of death, unquote.
While declining to discuss details because the cases are now a sub judice, Pinnock stressed that the integrity of the process must be protected. Jurors in a coroner's inquiry must be able to consider the evidence independently and without being influenced by public commentary, he said.
I can only speak this afternoon in general terms as to the investigation and the legal process and procedure. Mr. Franklin, formerly Neilon Franklin, formerly of Brizan, St. George, died at the General Hospital on the 25th of August, 2025. An autopsy was performed on the 5th of September, 2025. The police thereafter conducted a comprehensive investigation. 12 statements were recorded from civilians, and most of whom were with him at the event on the 24th of August. And these were a circle of his close friends. They were extremely close to him. They were seen drinking with him. They also saw him drinking. And none of them, as far as the police can ascertain, had any motive to harm Mr. Franklin. None of them saw anything suspicious or out of the ordinary. After the event, he went home, and subsequently at home, he started feeling unwell and was rushed to the General Hospital. His cell phone was analyzed by the RGPF's Digital Forensic Unit. Nothing untoward was discovered. Tissue samples were taken by the pathologists and sent to the forensic lab in Jamaica. Analysis was done by the toxicologist, and he will be testifying at the coroner's inquest. I've also had extensive discussions with him, and he has provided his findings, which are on the file.
Addressing questions about the length of the investigations, PNOC disclosed that the inquiry into Neil and Franklin took around 10 to 11 months, while the Andrew Frederick investigation lasted about 6 months. He noted that these timelines reflect the complexity of each case.
Mr. Andrew Frederick, formerly of Lansapie in St. George, died somewhere between the 2nd and the 6th of January 2026. Again, the police conducted a comprehensive investigation. Photographic evidence was taken, 26 statements were recorded, the deceased's cell phone was also analyzed, the residence was fingerprinted, samples were sent to the forensic lab in Trinidad, including blood and other material found in the house for DNA purposes. Toxicology testing was also done. Tissue samples of the deceased were sent to the forensic lab in Trinidad. The police engaged the services of the president of the Caribbean Association of Forensic Sciences, a doctor based in Jamaica, and he provided a report for the investigators as well. I've also had several discussions with him.
Christina John, GBN News.
And in another development here in the Evening News Thursday, we find that a number of Calypso tents are in final preparation mode ahead of officially opening their doors to the public to prove their worth as forces to be reckoned with ahead of preliminary judging. Well, on the road to the Melody Papetet Calypso semifinals, it's been Betty-Ann Lazarus who's been tracking the action from the tent on the road to the Melody Papetet Calypso semi-finals.
With a cast of approximately 15 artists, the newly structured Northeast Village Pulse Calypso tent is all set and ready as the first tent to open its doors to the public this Sunday, June 28 at the Spice Basket St. George. We tracked tent manager Rachel Johnson, the croqueter, on Wednesday evening.
We're supposed to also have two well-known guest artists, although we can still hold our own. So we have invited Randy Isaac, we have Innocent, who will be doing guest performances. Both of them, of course, previous monarch. I myself was a previous monarch, the Independence monarch. We hope that this launch will give the guys a lot more confidence and, will do a splendid job come judging night.
The Northeast Village Pulse Calypso tent has been at it for several weeks, striving for masterclass performances on the big stage. Plans are also finalized for the official opening of the Kaiso Classic Calypso tent, tentatively scheduled for the first week in July.
So we're happy to have Ali Ned with us this year. We have a newcomer in GG, and so we're hoping to go forward from that. We would mostly have Lady B from Carriacou as well. That is the defending Calypso monarch in Carriacou, which is an excellent addition to the cast. So we have Woodsman Kelly, Sour Serpent, Innocent, all of them being former monarchs. Quite a number of them. I can't release everybody now, but we're looking forward to a bumper season.
Making waves behind the scene, the Kaiso Classic Calypso tent is moving with precision to bring the same energy to the forefront. Preliminary judging of the Calypso tents is scheduled to be executed between July 16 to the 21st, with the Melody Papetet Calypso semifinals set for Sunday, July 26 at Progress Park. Tracking the tents, Betty-Ann Lazarus.
Thank you so much, Betty-Ann. Well, with daybreak casting its golden light over Carriacou, the diaspora homecoming excursion began in true island style. A morning of warm welcomes and rich tradition. It's time now for your GBN Eyesore.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Wednesday's diaspora homecoming excursion to Carriacou was marked by genuine hospitality and vibrant culture. Visitors were greeted at the port with breakfast and string band music, then enjoyed bus tours of the island and trips to the nearby quays. The celebrations peaked at Paradise Beach, where more than 100 guests enjoyed poetry, cultural performances, art and craft displays, and local food and music. Ambassador for Diaspora Affairs, Terence Forrester, addressed the crowd, reflecting on the spirit of homecoming and the ties that bind the Grenadian diaspora to its roots. Minister Tevin Andrews added his presence and warm welcome, ensuring that each guest felt truly at home on Carriacou's shores. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or through our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISO. Still ahead on the evening news for Thursday, UNESCO warning that Caribbean coral reefs are at risk of collapse. We'll have details to that and more coming up for you. Stay with us.
This Emancipation Weekend, freedom takes the sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code freedom chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
Of Lucy's Straw Hat, as well as all who are visiting for the Diaspora Homecoming. Come out and enjoy the final staging of this spectacular piece of Grenadian theatre on Friday, 26th June, 7 p.m. at the Gateway Conference Hall at Point Salines.
I'm tired of cuckoo and flying fish. Well, I'm going to take the flying fish wings and stick it in the cuckoo and call it flying cuckoo and fish.
Lucy's Straw Hat, a moving drama written and directed by Christy Riggs and inspired by the mysterious disappearance of the Island Queen schooner.
She must be a doctor someday. Does she want it badly? She wants it badly.
You're developing a criminal mind. Richmond Hill making sign for you.
Lucy's Straw Hat. Admission $75. Tickets available at GoToFet or at the door.
We Island Queen God, the mystery of the island.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
With just $5, catch your lucky break and double your money with $25,000 scratchy for the same price. Win easy with money, and electric sevens. Check out these scratch games at authorized lottery agents across the Tri-Island. Over $1.5 million in total prizes and as much as $25,000 can be won on just one ticket of each game. Play scratch today. Absolutely no draws and no waiting, just chances at instant winnings. Scratch, win, easy. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
And as we continue now on the evening news for Thursday, we turn to a UNESCO official who has warned that healthy coral reefs in the Caribbean could drop to less than 5% in 4 years. And that's if threats are not addressed. It's Dr. Lorna Innes, who is speaking for UNESCO's Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission, and raised alarms about the rapid loss of coral reefs in the Caribbean. She spoke at the launch of the 2026 Caribbean Ocean Glider Science Field Experience, saying that pollution and other threats are putting reefs in danger. Now, the new program, run by the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology with partners, aims to help scientists and officials alike understand and protect the oceans. Dr. Innes said the decline of coral reefs can be reversed and highlighted just how the Ocean Glider project can help.
Right now, we are facing a situation where there's the possibility that by 2030, which is really not that far away, and I'm surely hoping that the predictions are wrong, that there will be less than 5% viable coral reefs. So that means that by the time your grandchildren come along, there may not be any living coral reefs. That's a serious thing. But it can be reversed. It can be if we do the right thing. And this is why we are here. For the first time in my life, I see sargassum in Carlisle Bay this morning. I am so shocked because it never came into Carlisle Bay before. What has changed? We need to understand that. This is the reason why we do what we do. And we're very passionate about it. And we would really like to take you along with us on this journey.
And with that from Dr. Innes, we continue on the evening news shortly with the latest in sport coming up for you, also regional and international developments.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Good evening to you, sporting fans. Well, of course, we greet you with the news that it was disciplined bowling performance from the West Indies, promising a dominant opening day at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. But a resilient century from Sri Lanka captain De Silva ensuring the visitors posted a competitive 308. That was before being bowled out on the stroke of stumps. The West Indies, having won the toss, elected to field, justified the decision immediately with a lethal morning spell that left Sri Lanka reeling at 42 for 3. However, the inability to break a stubborn middle-order partnership allowed the tourists to recover, leaving the match evenly poised as the hosts prepared to begin their first innings, trailing by 308 runs. Justin Graves led the attack, taking 3 for 39 over 11. Kimar bowled 2 maidens and finished with a highly economical 2 for 32. The pace duo of Alzari Joseph and Shama Joseph faced a heavy counter-attack, conceding 60 and 79 runs. However, they preserved to claim 2 crucial wickets each. Seals returned figures of 1 for 73. And what of the ladies? Well, the West Indies women's cricket team saw their 3-match unbeaten winning streak snapped at the 2026 ICC Women's T20 World Cup, losing to host England by 38 runs at Lord's Cricket Ground. Batting first, England posted a formidable total of 186 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. In response, the West Indies women struggled to maintain the necessary run rate against a disciplined English bowling attack, and they were ultimately restricted to 148 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Chanel Henry provided a brilliant fight back for the Caribbean side by smashing an explosive 51 runs off just 30 balls, including 4 boundaries and 2 sixes. Still, though, her efforts were just not enough to bridge the scoring gap. Prior to this match, the West Indies were enjoying a perfect tournament, remember, which was with consecutive group stage victories over New Zealand, Scotland and Sri Lanka. Despite losing their flawless streak to the tournament hosts, the campaign still remains highly alive as they look toward the knockout rounds. The West Indies will aim, of course, to bounce back and solidify their semi-final positioning when they play their final Group 2 fixture against Ireland, and that will be on Saturday. Preparations are in full swing as Grenada's top youth cricketers gear up for the prestigious 2026 Garfield Sobers International Schools Cricket Tournament. The highly anticipated annual competition is scheduled to run all the way through from the 11th to the 25th of July, bringing together elite regional and international school teams across the historic cricket grounds of Barbados. The Sir Garfield Sobers International Tournament is, of course, widely regarded as a premier proving ground for global cricket talent. For Grenada's youth, the tournament represents a massive strategic opportunity to showcase their abilities on a grand stage. The top two performing teams will earn the distinct honor of playing the tournament final at the iconic test-level Kensington Oval. Grenada's schools were a powerhouse in the competition, having won the title previously, making them three-time winners by the year 1998, taking home back-to-back championships in the years 1999 and 2000 respectively. In the meantime, the Grenada team is continuing training as they prepare to defend that championship title at the Windward Islands School Games. Having captured the top spot the last games, the reigning champions are carrying immense momentum into St. Lucia this July. The regional tournament enforces a strict maximum quota of 62 total personnel per island, covering athletes, coaches and staff. Grenada's Ministry of Sport is focusing heavily on versatility. Coaches are molding an elite roster of multi-sport student athletes who can seamlessly transition across disciplines to protect Grenada's title. Defending a title in the world's oldest ongoing school sports tournament brings immense pride and a target on Team Grenada's back. Sports officials are emphasizing mental resilience alongside physical readiness, ensuring the young ambassadors can handle the pressure of playing on foreign soil. That's when the games officially begin on the 24th of July. Better football here for you. We find that defending champion St. John's Sports Club secured a vital 2-1 victory over Queen's Park Rangers FC, while Hurricanes SC and Honved FC fought to a breathtaking 4-all draw in a thrilling night of Grenada Football Association or GFA's Premier League action. At Cuthbert Peters Park, it was a scoreless first half, giving way to a frantic final 20 minutes. Defender Kimron Marshall broke the deadlock for St. John in the 71st minute, but an own goal leveled the score for Queen's Park Rangers just 2 minutes later. Attacker Jekwan Pasi emerged as the hero, netting an 85th minute winner to keep St. John's title defense alive. Meanwhile, at Alston George Park, fans witnessed an 8-goal classic featuring multiple lead changes and stoppage time chaos. Isaki Fraser put Hurricanes ahead early in the 10th minute, but newly prompted Honved responded with 3 goals from Kevin Bubb in the 15th minute, Keyshawn Duncan in the 24th minute, and Gerard Williams in the 31st minute to lead 3-1 at halftime. Hurricanes rallied through Michael Gann's 62 minutes and Moron Phillip in the 85th minute before Nashan Sylvester scored in the 91st minute to seemingly win it 4-3. victory. However, Hanward's Rihad Ibrahim struck a dramatic equalizer in the 96th minute to salvage a well-earned point. Looking league action continues this weekend with 4 highly anticipated matchups scheduled across Saturday and Sunday. The weekend action kicking off on Saturday evening with 2 crucial fixtures under the lights. Hurricanes SC will host St. David FC in an important clash at Alston George Park with kickoff time scheduled for 6 p.m. SAFL will look to start their climb up the leaderboard when they meet Hard Rock FC at Victoria Park starting at 7 p.m. 2 more games will take place on Sunday evening, both sharing a simultaneous kickoff time. League leaders Paradise FC will look to extend their advantage at the top of the table when they play FC Camahan at Progress Park at 6 p.m. Hanward FC and Sab Spartans will go head-on at the Roy St. John playing field. That also kicks off at 6 o'clock. The latest sporting highlights there for you with still ahead regional and international developments right here on the Evening News Thursday. Stay with us. And good evening to you. If you're just joining us, it will be for the shocking news of the Venezuela quakes. Deaths. Rescue teams in Venezuela, they are searching for people trapped under rubble after 2 powerful earthquakes struck just 1 minute apart. At least 164 people are dead and 971 more are injured. The United Nations says over 100 buildings have collapsed, and the second earthquake was the strongest to hit Venezuela since the year 1900. The U.S. promises a fast and effective response. In Caracas and La Guaira, emergency workers continue to look for survivors.
This is the terrifying moment the disaster struck. Panicked passengers at the Simon Bolivar International Airport outside the capital, where part of the ceiling falls in. The 2 tremors came in quick succession, less than a minute apart. The second one, the strongest to hit Venezuela in over a century. It's a devastating blow to a country reeling from an economic crisis and political turmoil. In several states of northern Venezuela, buildings collapsed. This was filmed on the outskirts of the capital, Caracas. He wants to know what's happened to his mother. Yesterday was a national holiday. Many people were at home when just after 6 p.m. in the evening, everything began to shake. A man films as he flees his high-rise building, encountering more and more destruction as he goes. Responding to this will be a major challenge for the interim president, who's been running the country since her predecessor, Nicolás Maduro, was abducted by the U.S.
I must inform you that the hardest hit state by this unprecedented seismic event is the state of La Guaira. There are tens of collapsed buildings, and we're working hard to save as many lives as God allows us.
It is a desperate search for survivors, and they've been working through the night. In these kind of rescue operations, every hour counts. Off Offers of help are pouring in from around the region and beyond, but this is a country where many were already reliant on aid. We don't yet know the scale of this unfolding humanitarian crisis, but it's clear the needs are urgent.
Well, it's been quite shocking. We haven't seen anyone come to help the team. Up until this very moment, there hasn't been any heavy equipment or officials to assist us. It's been a pretty intense experience.
This map shows the epicenter and intensity of the first earthquake, which was immediately followed by the second, stronger one. In the capital, Caracas, a woman shows the damage done to her home. Thank God my daughters are safe, she says. But across the disaster zone, many are still trapped under rubble, and everyone knows the death toll will rise. One international aid agency said its staff were witnessing devastation beyond belief. Caroline Hawley, BBC News.
And our prayers indeed as they continue to search for survivors in Venezuela. On now to the European heat wave, with alerts on conditions continuing to affect Spain, France and the UK. And they're now moving east to Germany and the Czech Republic. The French Prime Minister says that the country is raising its health alert to the highest level and adding more hospital staff to protect people. The United Nations climate chief says that the heat wave is made worse by climate change and is urging faster use of renewable energy, protection of forests and better climate adaptation.
I wanted to broadcast just from there, showing you the town of Antibes, which is rather beautiful, but I was absolutely cooking, so I had to shelter around here to speak with you. The temperatures have only, if anything, sort of been rising here in this very part of the world. The temperatures are staying very close to 40 degrees in places like Paris or Bordeaux, densely populated areas, so I can let you imagine how that would impact everyone out there. Now, we're seeing also the eastern part of the country, cities like Strasbourg or Lille in the north of France, or everything at the border with Germany and Belgium, also seeing record temperatures. We're waiting for the official weather agency to confirm that, but it's looking on track to be that way. We're also now adding to it a yellow or orange warning for thunderstorms in the western part of the country, which is obviously normal, and this should happen on Friday, so we're all bracing for that here in France. We're seeing a surge in admissions in hospitals, especially among under 40s. That's since the weekend. Probably people were wondering that this was just a heat, nice hot weather weekend, but it turned out to be a lot more than that. And we've also seen a surge in calls to the emergency services, and that is a key factor here, because that's what the health minister in France has been pleading for, to try and not rush into A&E, overcrowd the hospitals, but rather than that, call the emergency services and see what the best options could be. So everyone is sort of trying to come to terms with this new reality and what actually should be done when we're feeling unwell.
Heat wave in Europe and, of course, the earthquakes in Venezuela, that constitutes this segment of the news. When we return, we'll have a review of the main stories. Now to end the news, a reminder of the main stories. The Foreign Affairs Minister says no apologies for embracing the motherland. Prime Minister calling for local government in Carriacou to empower young leaders. UNESCO warns Caribbean that the coral reefs are at risk of collapse. Calypso tents ready for season launch ahead of Melody Papetet semifinals. In the region, more than 160 people dead dead, almost 1,000 injured after 2 severe earthquakes hit Venezuela. Further afield, a dangerous heat wave is spreading across Europe, with new warnings being issued in Germany and the Czech Republic. And in sport, the West Indies restrict Sri Lanka to 308. This despite century fight back by De Silva on day 1 of the test. Now remember, if you missed any part of this newscast, there's a repeat of it. That'll be from 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website also at www.gbn.gd for more news stories. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/GB News and Radio. We've had details to local, regional, international developments and sport in this latest edition of News for Thursday. I'm Tony Julien, along with the rest of the news team. Thank you for having joined us and wishing you a good night.